It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Up past the 30 to the 31.
Number 27.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down, Rams.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Rodgers pass.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Their own 25-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 27 yards there, first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jakeem Grant, 46 yards. And the Vikings
draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. Setting up the screen for Cook. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. From midfield, here's Tua. And that's caught. Smith. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Fourth down.
The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Rodgers. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the down. Nice grab. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 41, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Good go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Mixon on the carry.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Complete.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This time for Smith. It's intercepted. Picked up near the 34.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Number 27.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Rodgers now on first down. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up
from the gun to give to Mixon.
The 44-yard line.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got him in, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Tua, the final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Aaron Donald able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll try and run to Mixon. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run it again with Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Now here's Ross. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On play action, Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.
And the Rams first
into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
To Joe Mixon. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
The tackle made by...
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Vikings 7. Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 40-yard.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Cook. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 33. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he's going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Rams.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 33-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On play action, it's Rodgers. Can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So here we go, Charles. 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final score.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.